Okay, hear me out. This video was made in like 2 days, which, I don't know, translates to 7 hours between all the bathroom breaks and me uploading this video on my prehistorically slow-ass Wi-Fi. So, yeah. In my defense, I thought this project was due on Thursday, not Sunday, so bear with me. So, with my cup of water in one hand and mouse in the other, I set to work making this masterpiece you see before you. Without further ado, I present my video presentation assignment. Okay, yeah, the name needs work, but we'll fix that later. Let's just get into it. So, a time not that long ago, in a time zone far, far away, or what we would just call Newfoundland. I know, terrifying. Anyways, back in November of 2010, a deal was struck between the federal government and Emera Incorporated alongside Nalcor Energy to take on a massive project. Now, I hear you asking, what was the project? Well, you see, the area around the Churchill Falls was quickly expanding, and the Churchill Falls Generating Facility, I know, it's a very official name, was starting to get close to its maximum capacity, which meant a new source of power was needed for the rapidly expanding city. This is where Emera and Nalcor step in. You see, the government wanted a new hydroelectric dam, but not just any dam, no. You see, the government wanted a dam that, unlike an iPhone, which you have to replace every 2 years because the battery is shot, they wanted a dam that would never needed to be replaced. This dam would be bigger and stronger than all the other dams previous. So, with that in mind, Emera and Nalcor struck a deal to build the dam for a very small $6.2 billion, and thus, Muskrat Falls was born. Instead of the project going smoothly as planned, the project seemed to be riddled with problems and issues from the start. For starters, back in the 1970s, when the area of the river was inspected for a potential hydro dam, geotechnical surveyors found that potentially dangerous levels of, I'm gonna mess this up, methyl mercury, I think I said that right, were in the area and could potentially contaminate the water. The government said that they would be quote-unquote careful if they built a hydro plant here. Secondly, the local First Nation communities did not take kindly to a bunch of money-hungry corporations damming up the river, which led to protests, public backlash, and even incarcerations in some extreme cases. And lastly, due to the delays, lawsuits, and technical difficulties, the project had not only fallen behind schedule, it had also caused the price of the whole project to skyrocket from the very small $6.2 billion to over $13 billion. That's billion with a B, by the way. So remember back when I was talking about potentially dangerous levels of methyl mercury in the area? Well, guess what happened? I know, I'm just as shocked as you are. So, now the river's poisoned, which is a huge problem when you have a whole community that uses the river as a main source of food. You can imagine they weren't too happy. So basically, in conclusion, people are now dying due to the water being poisoned. The project is $6.8 billion over budget, and people are starting to point fingers as who's going to pay for it. And none of the people who even live next to the thing even want it there in the first place. Now, you might be wondering, that's cool and all, but why should I care? And if you weren't wondering that, I don't care, I'm going to tell you anyways. It's important to look at and to take into consideration our actions and what impact they have on the environment and the surrounding communities. I mean, we are literally putting holes the size of the USA defense budget in the ground. Of course we're going to have a lasting impact on the environment. So with that said, it's important that we look at the impact not just in the present but down the road. So we need to take in these considerations into account before we go ahead and start expanding the Walmart empire. Because when we work together, we can achieve... That's enough out of you. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I'm just checking through the rulebook right now, and it looks like I got everything except I need a couple interactable questions or something, so bear with me, I'm sorry. Wake up, because it's time for everyone's favorite, I don't know, game show. Name still pending. Question 1. Nalcor's current CEO and the province consider Muskrat Falls the biggest what by the government? Answer B is right, and if you said answer C, what the heck is wrong with you? Question 2. What do you think happened to the First Nation people who were protesting the construction of the dam? Correct, the answer is A. Question 3. Who do you think is paying for the extra $6.8 billion that was added to the budget? Haha, no, silly.
It's you.
Well, that's all I got for today, folks. So, hopefully I made you laugh and you didn't fall asleep. And if you did, well, I'm coming for you and you better start running. Alright, bye!